rolling? We're rolling. Okay. Good afternoon all. It is a Saturday afternoon here in Australia. It is windy. So I'm going to have the voice up close to my recorder so that you can hear me over the wind and see my fat face. So this is my garden at the moment. Everything is blooming along quite nicely, and I've been trying to keep on top of the weeds, which has been a job because, as you can see, it's very ready. My lavender bush has just gone nuts, and I've got another one over here that's just starting to take on again. This daisy bush has just gone completely mad. Nasturtiums, I haven't had any flowers yet. No, can't see any. Something's having a good munch on them too. Snails, I saw a couple of snails in here the other day, so I got a tiny bit of Elysium there, and this daisy bush has just gone nuts. Look at that Brachiosomes. Seems to like that spot. What did I just do with that flower? Oh dear. I did have a flower there, and I think I lost it. Oops. More nasturtiums. This butterfly bush has just gone absolutely mad. I haven't seen any butterflies yet because this is our first nice day since but for a whole week. So spring isn't too far away in Australia. We're still in our winter, so we've got a black eye Susan popping through, having an argument with someone about that name on the internet as to what they're really called. This is my kneeling pad, so if you wonder why that's there. Oh, the irises have suddenly come on. Tiny little spider. See him? He just went off. I don't know if my onions are growing. How long does it take for red onions to grow? With carrots, I'm not very good with carrots. But my celery is starting to look like celery, which is a good thing because I like celery. You wouldn't know it to look at me, but I do eat a lot of soup. So the whole idea was to have carrots, celery, and onions for soup. But it's getting sun now, but sometimes this is the only part of the day when it gets sun. So yeah, that pretty blue bush there, it's an Australian native called a Felicia. I had another one, but it died. I got some seaside daisies everywhere because they just like the Australian heat. So I haven't got any white ones. So that's interesting. My rosemary is just absolutely bonkers. The Geraldine wax flower there, that's an Australian native. That there's pig face. There's a salvia there. That one there's got a really big Latin name. I can't think of it right now. Convolvulus, morning glory, sometimes known as. Yeah, not sure if that's the right spot for it, but I don't know. The idea was to turn this into a cottage garden. You can sort of see it, but you can also see the weeds as well. So there's weeds. This spinach has been going for 3 years. And the reason why this spinach is going better than that spinach is because Mum put down some blood and bone. So that's why that one in the box isn't going so well, because it didn't get any. I like to fill all this patch up with veggies, but again it's a case of sunshine. I've been here for 12 years now. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this garden. So Up here, not too sure what that is, but I just thought it would be a different colour than green. Euphorbia Milai, I think. Irises. This is called Sedum Autumn Joy. You think it's dead, but it's got a tiny little shoot down there, so who knows. Cactus is about the only thing that we really got to give that some TLC. This is a new edition. It's only $10 from the Reject shop, which is like a $2 shop. And look, if you want some herbs that last forever, just get yourself some lemon thyme. More weeds. It's Saturday afternoon here, so there's a lot of people trying to do jobs and stuff, so sorry for the noise in the background. We're just trying to, because we're supposed to have some weather later on tonight. So that's why it's beautiful now. My brother came and did the lawns. Isn't it beautiful? Doesn't look like a jungle now. We were thinking, Mum's giving me some garden beds, so I'm still working on getting her soil out. We were thinking of putting him here, just to sort of, you know, make this area a bit more, I don't know, what's the word for it? Gardening like with food. I had an idea of ripping up all this grass and making a food forest in the background, but I like the space, so I don't know if my housing mob would let me do that. So this is Mum's Mother's Day gift for next year, if it survives. Lavender takes a while to start off, but once it's established, it goes nuts like you saw back there. My pitiful little lemon tree, I want to put fertiliser in it now, but Mum says, no, wait till spring. I don't know, it's got enough left in it to wait till spring, that's the thing. What to do? This rosemary has been like this forever, and I've heard that it's very hard to start rosemary off in pots. So, garlic, I don't know if that will amount to anything. I'm not very good at growing garlic. Some more potatoes that are going off. They're doing quite well at the moment, for now. Strawberries, a few little ones there. I don't know why the flowers are going pink on those ones. Really don't know. I don't get runners on my strawberries, so I have to save these as much as possible and hope for the best that they turn into something. Not sure what that is there. This is just homemade compost with scraps from the kitchen. They've just cleaned out my fridge, and all the science experiments in the back of my fridge to go in the go in the compost. This is my pitiful looking tomato plant that hasn't given me a tomato yet, but it still wants to grow. So, what to do? Maybe in a month's time it might produce something. I also don't get many bees over here, so I might put this back over there where the bees are. So I planted some tomato seeds in here, but I think it might be too early for Australia, for Adelaide anyway. This one is just about done, potato leaf wise, but they're quite tiny again, so I really don't know what else to do about that. This one's still got one popping through in the surface there. Just want to stay covered up. Yes, I've already put stuff on it. I might get rid of these two. Something's been having a go at them. I don't know what, but those leaves aren't just going to get any bigger. So I've still got, I might give these another week, because they look like they've still got a bit of life in them. And yeah, so The container section's doing really well at the moment. Well, looking well. I don't know whether it's doing well, but my confidence in my gardening is showing in my voice, I know. What else is there? I've been trying to rip up these pavers and get decent soil in underneath this, because there's all sandy soil. It's been a nightmare just getting it started, and yeah, paving I did all by myself. So, you know, to get my garden this far, I'm actually quite proud of it, because it's been a lot of effort, time, money, and that's my bin lid just flapping in the wind there. And it's something that I've done all by myself, like I said in the last video clip, I think. Gardens just don't magically appear. Oh, listen to that wind. So one thing this has taught me is that when you see somebody's garden that looks magical, that looks well looked after, you have to take a step back and really appreciate the effort that they put into that garden. And I swear some people stay up all night doing their weeds, but I'm not that kind of person. I like my sleep, so but every now and then you come out here, you find a butterfly, bee. I've had Australian native bees in my garden. I haven't seen them recently, but there used to be one that floated around here. I've had insects in my garden. I've had grasshoppers. Haven't had any snakes, thank goodness. Have had rats, but they're long gone. So I'm always out here finding new things in my garden every day, and my camera's on standby ready to take pics of all these interesting little bugs and stuff. And sometimes I find something that I haven't even heard of before. You look it up on Google and you think, oh, that's what that is, you know. So I'm rambling now, but yeah, it's just been an interesting, tiring but rewarding adventure, and I should get stuck into those weeds before the day is out, basically. Alright, enough of me rambling, but yeah, I'm quite proud that I've gotten this far despite the overgrown look. Alright peoples, I'll leave it at that. Catch you later. Bye.